G'day everyone, welcome back to the ICC Jimbo channel. And in today's video, I'll be reviewing Australia's 5-game T20 International Tour against the West Indies as we return to the Caribbean for the first time since the T20 World Cup last year. Up the Aussies! Game 1, Sabina Park, Jamaica. After the series sweep of the West Indies in the Test Arena, the Aussies will be looking to replicate the dominance in this T20 series as we prepare for the 2026 T20 World Cup. It's also the debut of Mitch Owen. Mitch Marsh won the toss and elected to bowl first for Australia. It wasn't the prettiest start for the Aussies as the West Indies attacked the ball from the very beginning. Cooper Connolly got the breakthrough of the dangerous Brendan King 18 runs. Shy Hope 55 runs and Roston Chase 60 runs, then put up a massive 91 run partnership before Ben Dwarshuis finally broke that partnership, removing Chase. Mitch Owen then got his first wicket of his international career, removing Hope. From there, besides Shimron Hetmeyer's rebellious 38 runs, the Aussie bowling attack, and in particular Dwarshuis, took over, as the West Indies completely collapsed late in the game. Nathan Ellis got Australia's 8th and final wicket, dismissing Hetmeyer, meaning the Aussies need 190 runs for victory and a lead in this series. Needing 190 runs for victory, Australia had to take a cautious approach. Unfortunately, however, Jake Fraser-McGurk 2 runs was dismissed cheaply as his career could be in some serious trouble. Mitch Marsh 24 runs despite a strong start wasn't far behind him as the Aussies were in some trouble. Josh Inglis 18 runs attempted to get Australia out of trouble but sadly had to go. But then in comes the beast as debutant Mitch Owen 50 runs and Cameron Green 51 runs smashed a massive 80 run partnership, obliterating absolutely everything into the stands as the duo looked unstoppable in the middle. Unfortunately, the Greens party had to end as he departed and Owen wasn't far behind him, but the damage was already done. As Cooper Connolly 13 runs, Ben Dwarshuis 5 runs not out and Sean Abbott 5 runs not out finished the game off for the Aussies as we won this game by 3 wickets, meaning we have a series lead going into the second match of this series. Game 2, Sabina Park, Jamaica. After winning the first match of this series, the Aussies will be looking to continue our winning ways in Jamaica and spoil Andre Russell's last T20 international. Tim David and Matt Kuhneman on debut joined the team for Jake Fraser-McGurk and Sean Abbott. Mitch Marsh won the toss for the Aussies and elected to bowl first. Things started poorly for the Aussies as Brendan King 51 runs and Shy Hope 9 runs put up a massive 63 run partnership before Adam Zampa finally got the breakthrough of King. 2 balls later, it was Glenn Maxwell who removed Hope as the Aussies were beginning to claw our way back into this one. The wickets continued as Maxi and Zamps continued to inflict pain on the West Indies middle order, taking out Shimron Hetmeyer 14 runs, Roston Chase 16 runs, and Shafrain Rutherford Duck. But the one man who they couldn't remove was Andre Russell 36 runs, who wanted to sign off his international career in style as he smacked the ball all over the park. Dre Russ and Jason Holder 1 run picked up 38 runs together before Nathan Ellis took the prize wicket of Russell as everyone in the crowd clapped off a legend of our game. From there, it was the Aussies' dominance, as Nathan Ellis and Ben Dwarshuis picked up 2 more wickets for the Aussies as we needed 173 runs for victory. Only needing 173 runs to register a victory, the Aussies will be looking to finish this game off as soon as possible. Unfortunately for us, things didn't start great as Glenn Maxwell, who was opening, fell on 12 runs after looking decent early. Mitch Marsh 21 runs wasn't far behind as the Aussies were in a bit of a pickle. Entered the heroes Josh Inglis 78 runs not out and Cameron Green 56 runs not out as the duo piled on the runs in Jamaica, absolutely belting everything out of the park. Despite the West Indies throwing everything they possibly could at Green and Inglis, the two seemed unfazed as they were making it look easy out there. After a massive unbeaten 131 run partnership, the game was well and truly done as the Aussies absolutely dominated in the end, only taking 50 overs to win this game, as that means Australia have a 2-0 series lead going into St Kitts for match 3. Game 3, Warner Park, St Kitts. After a dominant victory in Jamaica, the Aussies will be looking to win this series outright as we only need 1 more victory to claim this series. Sean Abbott comes in for Matt Kuhneman. Mitch Marsh won the toss for the Aussies and elected to bowl first. It was an extremely rough start for the Aussies as Brandon King 62 runs and Shy Hope 102 runs not out put up a massive 125 run partnership as the duo were absolutely smashing our bowlers around the park. until Mitch Owen finally got the breakthrough after 11 long overs removing King. After 40 more runs from Hope, Adam Zampa got another wicket for Australia, removing Hetmeyer on 9 runs. Shafrain Rutherford 12 runs followed Hetmeyer soon after, as the Aussies were beginning to control this match. Shy Hope was still an issue for the Aussies though, as he continued to smash us around, despite the wicket of Ravin Powell 9 runs. The Aussies failed to keep the West Indies under 200, as we needed 215 runs for a victory and to win this series. And massive congratulations to Shy Hope, he was absolutely unstoppable and we couldn't get his wicket. Needing 215 runs for victory, the Australians are in a lot more pressure than the last 2 games. And things didn't start great for us, as Glenn Maxwell 20 runs, Josh Inglis 15 runs and Mitch Marsh 22 runs departed just before the end of the power play, and Cameron Green 11 runs joined them soon after, as the Aussies were in trouble. Enter Tim David, who absolutely belted the West Indies all over the ground and got to a maiden century in just 37 deliveries, as he looked absolutely unstoppable out there. His partner in crime was Mitch Owen, 36 runs, not out, as he gave David a helping hand. The duo ended up smashing 128 runs, as the West Indies had no answers to counter David's remarkable innings. In the end, it just took 16 overs to chase the total down, as Australia officially won this series with 2 games remaining. Tim David's extraordinary innings was the highlight of this match, as he looked absolutely unstoppable and was an absolute beast out there in the middle. Game 4, Warner Park, St Kitts. With a chance to go up 4-0, the Aussies will be looking to continue their dominance from the other 3 games with another victory. Aaron Hardy and Ben Dwarshuis entered the side for Xavier Bartlett and Tim David, who is fresh off a maiden international ton. Mitch Marsh won the toss for Australia and elected to bowl first. It was the perfect start for the Aussies, as Xavier Bartlett removed the informed Brandon King 18 runs as well as Shy Hope 10 runs early. The wickets just kept on coming as Aaron Hardy took out Roston Chase on a golden duck. Shafrain Rutherford 31 runs and Ravin Powell 28 runs attempted to get the West Indies out of trouble, but unfortunately it didn't last long as Adam Zampa took out Chase. Shimron Hetmeyer and Romario Shepherd were the next men to fall to Sean Abbott and Zampa before a fight-back attempt between Jason Holder 26 runs and Matthew Ford 15 runs, who both were eventually taken out by Adam and Zampa. Akil Hussain 16 runs not out got the West Indies to a score of 205 runs, which earlier in the game looked extremely unlikely. Needing 206 runs to go 4 games up in this series, the Aussies needed to go at a decent rate. Unfortunately, things hit a roadblock early as captain Mitch Marsh departed on a 2-ball duck. However, Josh Inglis 51 runs and Glenn Maxwell 47 runs put on a show, smashing 66 runs between each other before Ingo had to go. Cameron Green 55 runs and Maxey continued to pile on the pain as the big show went berserk before sadly his day had to come to an end. The Aussies were all of a sudden in a bit of trouble as Mitch Owen 2 runs and Cooper Connolly Duck departed cheaply. But with Green in the middle and Aaron Hardy 23 runs helping him, the pair turned deadly as the duo were just too strong. Even when Hardy departed, Sean Abbott 1 run finished off the job for the Aussies, as they registered another win in the rain to take a 4-0 lead in this series and will now be looking to whitewash the West Indies in the last game of the series. With the series successfully won, the Aussies will now be looking to completely embarrass the West Indies with a 5-0 series sweep. Tim David, fresh off his century, makes his return to the side as Cooper Connolly misses out. Adam Zampa now gets 100 T20 international games and joins Glenn Maxwell, David Warner and Aaron Finch in the 100 club. Mitch Marsh won the toss for the Aussies and elected to bowl first. Things started absolutely perfectly for the Aussies as Ben Dwarshuis took out Shy Hope 9 runs and Brandon King 11 runs. The dominance continued as Aaron Hardy picked up Camden Cowardy's wicket. Shafrain Rutherford 35 runs and Shimron Hetmeyer 52 runs put up a decent partnership, but once Glenn Maxwell and Ben Dwarshuis removed them, it was all downhill for the West Indies. Besides Jason Holder's 20 runs, it was really all Australia as Sean Abbott, Nathan Ellis and Adam Zampa took the remaining wickets, and 171 runs will be the target as we look to sweep this series. Only needing 171 runs, the Aussies didn't need to do an awful lot. Unfortunately, things couldn't have started any worse as Glenn Maxwell Golden Duck, Josh Inglis 10 runs and captain Mitch Marsh 14 runs all fell cheaply early. However, we were saved by Cameron Green 32 runs and Tim David 30 runs as the duo put up a 35 run partnership to get our innings back on track. Sadly, David had to depart, but fortunately for us, the in-form Mitch Owen 37 runs joined Green in the middle and went crazy as the duo put up 63 runs and looked unstoppable before Owen had to go. Despite Green also departing, Aaron Hardy, 28 runs not out, finished the game off as we win this game by 3 wickets and clean sweep the West Indies. This is just the second time in T20 history that a team has clean swept in a 5-game series. We just completely destroyed the West Indies and didn't really look like losing a single match, which is great as it sends a message to other teams around the world before the upcoming T20 World Cup that we do not play around and we will destroy weaker opponents. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, cheers.